Kay and Jarvis, tremendous win for your pal Bryce Hall. Talk us through how you're feeling about this one.
I mean, mate, ecstatic. Like, coming to a bare knuckle boxing event, the first time we've ever even seen this in real life.
Seeing how raw it is, you know, there's no gloves, there's no protection, it's just straight knuckle going on your chin. It's a savage sport, especially, you know, bare knuckle. And,
Absolutely.
Seeing Bryce, you know, in there, knocking him down in the first round. I was going crazy.
Mate, over the moon. To watch someone do that in bare knuckle after watching all 11 fights, 10 fights before.
Against such a, you know, hard opponent. This guy was like a 3-0.
Absolutely.
You know, he's a champion in bare knuckle boxing, so to beat someone like that is just
insane.
Jarvis, you're obviously connected with Bryce's career because you had that incredible knockout on the night of his debut. To see him get one back now after obviously what was a pretty intense, not just a night, but that whole experience was pretty crazy. That social gloves, to see him get it back, what does that mean?
It feels great. You know, I love seeing people win. Yeah. That's what it's all about. And just seeing, you know, the smile on his face, how excited he was.
The happiness.
It's just priceless. It's just priceless. You know, I love seeing it.
It's amazing. Like now we understand like what it means to have a camp to pay off, right? Like as a viewer before watching boxing, you never really understand the pain and determination these guys go through 3, 4, 5 months prior to the fight. Now you really appreciate it more when you see somebody win, especially Bryce right now. Couldn't be happy with it.
Of course, you still got a fight coming up against Whindersson Nunes in the Kingpin bracket. Talk to me about. I mean, you look still in shape. Like, are you looking forward to whenever that's over and getting to like chill out for a bit? Because it's been 3 quick-fire fights.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a long camp. I've pretty much been in camp this whole year, but it's been a very long camp. Just been staying consistent with it, but you know, obviously focusing heavily on this Whindersson fight, coming back stronger from my last fight, and maybe even potentially, you know, might even have one more this year. We got the Prime card, so
we got October 14th.
Maybe see if I could get on that. Who knows? Yeah, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then you know, I'm happy with 3 fights this year. That's more than enough.
I mean, considering you had to kind of take a year off, probably not through any fault of your own. Yeah, 2 years. I mean, it's great to get out so many times.
So you know, I'm just excited for this. Maybe last, I don't know if I can say last, but this final matchup against Whindersson Nunes, and then a bit of downtime, and then straight back to it next year.
Okay, it must be frustrating for you watching your brother get out and out and out, and you have been looking to fight for as long as he has.
Yeah, I mean, mate, honestly, it's not even frustrating. I just get like so anxious when he goes out there. I feel like I'm honestly fighting when Jarvis does right. But no, I've been training with him for the last 8 months with Otis. We've obviously been focused on his Kingpin tournament right now. As soon as that's over, we've got myself and Nikon somewhere behind me that's been training alongside us. And we'll look to get in as soon as possible. I know we saw Chase Demore here earlier. Nikon and him spoke about a fight, so like, I'd love to see that in the future.
Who are you fighting?
Anybody, mate. Anybody in my way, really. I don't mind, honestly. I'd prefer for it to not be Salt Pappy, the first one. maybe the second one. But like literally, anybody other than Salt Pappy for the first one. No, straight up. That's it, honestly.
Well, I have the two of you standing here together. I can't believe you're calling out people at the same weight. Like you're like you and Whindersson might end up dropping down for this fight, will you?
Well, I think we're sticking at like 165.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, if the fight makes sense, I can put on weight. I can drop a little bit of weight maybe, but
I can't believe you're calling out people in the same category though, given the size.
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, like, it's even a realistic opportunity for Jarvis and I to do a tag team match.
Yeah, that was also a big thing, you know, the two brothers.
Yeah, I'll come down, he'll just come up slightly, we'll meet at like 180, 175, and run a tag team. I would absolutely love to tag team.
That would be unreal.
Tell us about Whindersson then. Obviously, weird performance against Kenny, he never really got going, but he's still one of the tougher influencer boxers out there.
100%, you know, from his first fight compared to his second fight, I think Kenny was just so much of a better opponent compared to his first fight, so it was interesting to see how he kind of dealt with that. Obviously, Kenny is a longer fight, he's got longer reach compared to the first guy. Me and Whindersson are kind of, you know, we've got equal stats, we're pretty similar height, pretty similar reach, so it's going to be a more technical fight between me and him.
What's the message to Deji ahead of, you know, I know you've got a bit of back and forth going. What do you want him to hear if he's watching this?
I love Deji, but this fight is the prime card, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be the biggest card of, you know, the whole of influencer YouTube boxing, so if I have an opportunity to get on that, to face Deji, which would be such a sick fight, would be, you know,
absolutely.
Who wins, KSI or Tommy?
You know, KSI, he's got the power. Honestly, I respect he's got power. He could get it done in one punch, but as far as boxing goes, I think Tommy
Fury.
You know, he's got all the advantages.
And then Logan and Dylan, who wins that one?
Logan Paul for sure, yeah.
You guys like Dylan Dennis? You think he's good for the scene?
He's a good troll.
I don't know him, but I've seen him tweet the last few days or X. Interesting guy.
Finally, what's the message to all the influencer boxers out there who have maybe not answered the call so far for you guys? What do you want it to say, and who do you want to call out?
Calling shots right
Bro, firing shots right now.
Me personally, I'm just sticking to my Nunes fight. That's what I'm thinking about. What's in front of me.
Yeah.
If I have an opportunity to get on the prime card, I'm down to do that, especially with Deji. And then next year, when I've had some downtime, I want to get that Slim fight.
Slim, of course. I mean, do you think he'll sign the contract? He didn't sign the Self Happy one.
He didn't.
He's not doing it against.
He did verbally agree online saying, "I'd love to fight Jarvis after Kingpin." So that's great. That'll be good.
We'll see what happens.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, guys.